Hey y'all, how you doing? So as I promised, I will do a YouTube video on Jamaica. I am still feeling Jamaica. Okay. That was a rum runner. One of the bartenders taught me how to make one, so came home and I tried it. So great. My trip to Jamaica, as you guys can see, was like amazing. Like, I don't think there was another trip that I can compare it to. Like, it was amazing. But I wanted to get into some of my trip details and like my essentials and all the things that I did and everything. So I wanted to get into my my essentials that I had brought on my trip. So as you know, Jamaica is so hot. You know you can't really do makeup every day, and you can't really do a lot because it's so hot. You don't want to. You just want to enjoy yourself. So, but you know, I'm a diva and I have to, you know, have something to put on my face or whatever. I did do a little bit of face for some of my pictures that you've seen me post on Instagram. But some of the things that I did have to bring was my mask, my sleek hair collection mask, and I used this throughout the whole airport. So yes, I did get exposure everywhere. Some people asked me like, what is that? And I explained. So this was something good for me because anywhere I went and they needed a mask, I used this. Another thing that really held me down in Jamaica, because again it is so hot, was this glue by Ericka J. It's called Hold Me Down, and this one is the watermelon flavor, so it smells like watermelon when you put it on. I mean, amazing. But also the product itself is so good because I swam, I dived, I did everything, and my hair didn't move. So this is my go-to. I even use this on my clients' home, and when I travel, this is my go-to. So you guys should buy this. I'll put this in the link below and this in the description below, so you guys can also purchase it. Okay. And so after I put on my glue, you know, I'm testing out my new stuff for y'all that's gonna drop August 1st, which is a sleek hair collection melt band. So far it's working right, it's working good. So I have some of them for you guys as testers. It will be dropping August 1st, like I said, on the website, which is www.sleekbydvb.com, and you guys will be able to purchase. So it'll have like a band, the band, and then it'll have like hooks for you to put it on each level. Sometimes our heads are big, sometimes they're small, so you know you'll be able to have a thing here that will attach and deattach, and then you'll be able to wear it like this. Something else that really held me down was just doing my brows and maybe having some lashes. Some of my pictures I didn't have lashes on, and look, I'm okay with it. But something that really held me down was these two combinations. I mean, this is what I actually have on right now, and it actually works for me. It's just a pencil. So this pencil is by Moya Beauty. I got it at a pop-up shop in Boston. This is Moya Beauty, and it's the Dawn, the shade the Dawn. I mean, it just works so well. And then this is actually my cousin's line, and I got this from her pop-up shop, Barefaced by Ayan. This is the, I believe this is the Grind. It's Grind. So I think she has another one called Billionaire. The shades are just top of the line. They're really great. You should go check it out. I'll also put this in the description below. All right, so let's get into my stay. So I stayed at Iberostar Rose Hall Suites, and it's so nice there. I had a great time staying there. My stay was great. The concierge, the front desk was so nice. They were very accommodating. They had you make your dinner reservations right away for the Japanese restaurant, the Italian restaurant, and anything else that you wanted to do as far as like activities they had on the resort. You were able to do that right away, so that way the day that comes, you'd be knowing what you're doing, which, you know, it's pretty good. And like I'm gonna tell you guys later, a schedule matters. So Iberostar has the Grand and it has the Suites. So the Grand is adult only, and that's fine if you don't, you know, if you want to do adult only things, then stay there. But if you have kids, I would recommend you staying at the Suites, Rose Hall Suites. It was pretty good. From what I'm hearing, I didn't go over to the Grand for this trip. However, from what I'm hearing is that the Grand is more lavish. It has more space. The rooms are, I guess, impeccable from what I hear. So, but the Suites rooms were nice too. It's just so massive in there. Like, it's so big. So you have to like do a lot of different maze. You have to go here and there, and like, it's okay. It's okay. If you were handicapped, they have the elevators, but you know, you have a long walk to go to get to your room, and that's okay too. But they also, what I did like about the Suites is that they are very accommodating to the kids. They have a kids club, and then they have the water park, which was nice. I only been to one other resort that actually had the water park for kids in Jamaica. So I like that, even though I'm all about my kids. So if I did stay at Rose Hall again, Iberostar Rose Hall, then I would definitely try to get my kids into the water park. So that's something that I just liked. So if I had to rate Iberostar 1 out of 10, I would give them like a 6 or a 7. So they lost 2 points for me automatically because I love food. And for me, I think all the resorts aren't authentic with their food. It's not. The taste is just not the same for me. Like, I could have cooked better. I feel like when people come to Jamaica, they are expecting the authenticity of Jamaican food. So for me, I would get food and I'm just staring at it because majority of the time I'm like, yeah, this not taste like kidney. This is not ackee and saltfish when me cook at my yard. So no, I'm not gonna eat it. But I did pick at some things. The jerk chicken off of the grill outside by the beach was okay. I told him to keep put on and season up my one different, and you know, it was okay. It was good. And he listened. Overall, the stay was great. I loved the bartenders. They get you so right, and everything that they make has a name, which was pretty cool. I did post some of those names on my Insta story. So if I do post again, I'll try to name them for you. I'm gonna take this off. Okay. So the good stuff, let's get into it. So we had Empire Auto Traders. That's who picked us up, me and my sister, from the airport. And our driver's name was Buju. He is very sweet. You get his number right away to call. Once you've landed and you've coming out of customs and all those things, you got your luggage. He'll be right there to pick you up, and he's on time. A very reliable company to call on if you needed a ride from the airport to your destination. The drivers are good, they're safe. I would recommend them 100%. So the next thing that I've gotten so many DMs about is how did I find all these things to do in Jamaica? I had nothing to do with it. My sister actually got us a tour guide, and actually that was her friend. Her name is Staucia. Staucia. We talked about that the whole ride, and it was really good. So it's Staucia with Rock, Steady, and Vibe. I actually follow them, so if you go to my followers, you can type that in, and I'll also put that in the description as well. So she took us to several places, and we were like, me and my sister was talking, we were like, you know, we want to do something that not everybody does when they come to Jamaica. We already did the street party, so I'll talk about that in a minute. But we already did the street party, so let's do something else that's fun. So she said, my girl Staucia, she live out here. I'm like, okay, let's do that then. So we hit up Staucia. Staucia has a list of shit for us to do. I mean, it was so great. We wanted the Instagram stuff. We got the Instagram stuff. We wanted cultural things. We got that. So like, I would recommend Staucia to all of my friends. All of my friends on YouTube, all of my friends on Instagram. Staucia's your girl to go to because she will make your trip amazing, for real. So like I said, she took us all over the place. We enjoyed ourselves. So the first thing that she took us to was a white river rafting. And that was amazing. I know y'all see my pictures of my little, you know, I was doing something. So go like and comment, all of that, okay? That was really fun. We ended up getting rubbed down by this guy named Rabbi. He is so nice. And it wasn't like no sexual rub down, nothing. He was very like, just trying to tell you about your skin and what it was some type of rock. I don't remember the name, forgive me. He used the rock and got the moisture off of the rock and put it on our body. And it was so great, it felt good. It dried up as that you put on your face, but it dries up and then you have to wash it off. But to get it off, you had to really rub it off of your skin. Like you couldn't just go into the water and wash it off. And it was really nice. My skin actually felt good. I'll actually post some pictures and videos like here. And it'll show you how I got washed off and how he was rubbing it, and so I'll show some of the things that he was doing. So yeah, he was rubbing us down and he just made us feel really great. But Staucia was also there the whole entire trip, so she also comes with us onto the river rafting, and she stays with you the whole entire trip. So the next place we went was Spanish Bridge. That was so good because it was also like an experience, but also like more of a cultural thing. Like you saw all the Jamaican people just in the water enjoying themselves, playing their music. Everybody have them own sounds and DJs and bars, and it was amazing to witness. I'm used to that, but my sister wasn't used to that, so for me to see her witness something like that was amazing for me. The whole trip was just amazing. Let's talk about falling into the bridge.
Keep my mind on God and the focus, but nevertheless, good power the matter. Don't get confused at the very best. You will hit differentness. Tell it to me every bless. What the talk where you make our talking back. Life is a expensive bargain, better know we are back.
The water, I mean, I had to say my prayers like 50 times before. You saw how I just got nervous? Yeah, I had to say my prayers like for real. That was some real things. I felt very scared for my life, but think about my picnic them. It was just amazing, to say the least. Going on there, the guy, the swing guy, he said, just think about the ending. When you get there, just hold your breath and then you'll be fine. You know how to swim, right? I said, yeah. You know how to swim, right? I said, yes, I know how to swim. So that's where I got ease, because I knew how to swim. I was like, all right, well, let me know if I do that. So, you know, but then he said 20 feet, and I was like, oh, okay. All right, you can do 20 feet, let's try it. So I convinced myself to get over my first fear of water and diving into the water that way and not having on life jacket, not, you know. So, and that was fun for me. That was good for me. And like I said, I was telling Staucia, like, what if my wig slip off, or what if my ear go back, or them something that, and she's like, wait, so this is not real? so that was funny to me. I was like, no, it's not. But the glue, like I said, lasted. It didn't even come off. It didn't come off at all. Like, it was amazing. So as he said, we're gonna swing one time, come back. We'll swing again the second time. I will tell you when to let go. I said, okay, I got it. So we did that. First, so when I got up there, I looked down and I said, Jesus Christ, when me get myself in a, oh my God. So we there, and I'm thinking he's gonna say 1, 2, 3, go. No, he like juked me. He like kind of pushed me down, and that first fall was, me think me I got dead. Like, it was bad. It was bad. And then you start swinging, so then you feel alright after the swing, and then you want to go back up again, and then you drop. And when you drop, you're like, oh, okay, this is not bad. Is when you're coming up, you're saying in your head like, so I can't breathe still. This deep. And that's when you start realizing, oh shit, this is really 20 feet deep. Like, yeah, but it was good. We got caught up in traffic a little bit. Leaving, we stayed, but actually it ended up being really vibesy. Like, the bartenders there started dancing and making us drinks, and so it was great, because I guess the road coming down was small, and then people are coming and we're going out, so it was a lot of combustion right there. But it was really fun, because the people that are making, they call it special. So when they call it special, they're making their famous drink. So then we got to Clarendon, and that was where we met Ayan, which he's famous for his weed brownies and the gummies that he makes, handmade. So let me tell you about the gummies. The gummies are like square. They're about this big. I had one. I feel like say it didn't do anything for me. So then I'm like, we get back in the car. We vibing with Ayan, and we get back in the car. We're on our way to Ochi. Get back in the car, and you know, we're eating. Remember I said me and Toya had a gummy, I believe, or if not, I know I had a gummy. Then we both broke some. Our driver for Staucia, he was telling us that be careful, like don't eat so much, and we're like, all right, we'll listen. But then we get in the car. I had a gummy. Toya's like, all right, have some brownie. Okay, fine, I'm having the brownie. So the brownie's about this big, maybe a little, yeah, like that big. And so I took a quarter. Toya took a quarter. We're like, it ain't doing nothing. She took the next quarter. I took the next quarter. Can I tell you, from Kevin said 5 minutes later, that whole like plankton SpongeBob thing.
Minutes later.
God, the minute he said that, I went into this whole like daze. When I say high as as a kite, I couldn't even, I was just sitting there. Just sitting. Like, Staucia ended up realizing that I was high. I think the driver too ended up realizing. He was like, and when I laugh when I'm high, or I get really quiet, or I do a combination of both. If something funny, I'm laughing my ass off. So the driver was like, I don't want to see you high, Staucia. Like, talking to her or whatever. So it was funny. But then also we went on to our next thing, which was the Bioluminescence water, which has like plantains inside, and it's supposed to be blue. Now, mind you, I'm high now. It's night because we got caught up in traffic in Ochi. Well, now it's night and we hungry, so we had food from Drip Lagoon, which was really great. We actually ate that when we got back to the hotel that night. But we went into the water, and so we're thinking like it's gonna be water, like, you know, nice water. No. At the bottom, it's so muddy. Like, I don't know if you guys ever stepped in like poop before or mud, but like imagine that on like a bigger and larger scale. Like, the whole floor was like that. So when you step in like maybe 3 foot of, like, you're stepping into that 3 foot of mud. It was not a nice feeling, especially high. So so the tour guide for the water thing, he was telling us to keep swimming. Once you swim, you'll see it. Once you swim, you'll see it. So when he was doing it, I thought I seen a little bit of blue. Then Toya did it. I'm like, Toya, go like that, swim. I'm like, I don't see it. She was like, I gotta get out of here. We both high, we both feeling the mud, and we not seeing the blue. So we're like, all right, we gotta go. Like, to get out of it, your foot was stuck in mud. Like, it was, oh my God, I wish I took a picture of how my feet were looking after the mud. It was wild. Will I do it again? Maybe, just not high, because that was crazy. He also gave us facts that the Caribbean Sea and one of the local rivers meshed into it. So the water was also hot and it was cold. Like, you'll feel some mixture of the two. And I was asking, like, why do I feel that? He's like, because of, and so he started telling us the facts of it, which was pretty cool to learn. So yes, I will definitely use Staucia again. She was amazing. She was an amazing tour guide, and I will do it with her again. And I'll also put all her information, like I said, into the description, and I will tag her too on Instagram. So let's talk about the first thing we did, which was the first night, was the street party in the grill. That was fun. We never knew well, I guess I knew, but I didn't like really think about it, that Negril was an hour and a half away from where we stayed. So who told us to get drunk? Who told us to get high? Because we were like, okay, how are we getting back home? And Buju, he was there with us, so he made sure, he said, no, I'm gonna bring you guys home. So it was we felt safe again. That was amazing because we also partied with Jakior, which was cool. He seemed pretty nice. Between the dancing, the liquor, just being around our people was great. I mean, you guys know we're affiliated with Spice a little bit, so to hear them, like the actual Jamaican people that danced to our song, it was amazing. Like, I actually recorded it and I tagged her in it, so she saw it. It was great. So that was fun. It was just fun to be around like our culture and seeing my sister actually adapt to her element, you know, of our culture. So that was good. So some tips and secrets that I would suggest for you is, when traveling, to plan ahead. A schedule works better when you're on vacation. I know a lot of times, you know, we're already on a schedule when we're home with kids, with work, 9 to 5s, just being an entrepreneur, all of that. You know, you have a schedule that you have to kind of go by, especially with being an entrepreneur. Like, you can't just lay around all day. You gotta keep working. You gotta actually work 10 times harder. So with that being said, when you're even on vacation, you have to have a schedule. It just works out better. You experience so much more. You get to do more things, and also put in there with traffic. Am I going to be able to get to this place? If you have an all-inclusive resort, okay, well, I want to stay on the resort this day and this day. The other 2 days, I want to be outside and experiencing whatever country you're going to or wherever country you're at. That's something that I would definitely say to you guys, because a lot of times we go on vacation and we're just like, I just want to build, I just want to chill, and then you get home and you're like, oh damn, I really didn't even do nothing, or I didn't even really experience the food or anything. Like, we experienced everything. We experienced the food outside, the culture outside of the hotel, everything. So, and that's why the trip was so good and, you know, at its high extent where it's at. So some things that I want to do when I go to Jamaica again, which will be very soon because I go often, is go to Lobster Dave and Osterías. We actually were right across from it at a bar that my cousin took us to, and I was upset because I wanted to go and try the lobster and the, you know, all that good stuff that they have on Instagram that I've been seeing. So that's something that I wanted to do. I also want to go to YS Falls. I want to go to the waterfalls. I want to do a whole bunch of things. One thing I do want to do next time is dress more, because this trip all I had on was bathing suits and little things like that. So it wasn't like something that, you know, I dressed and I took my pictures and things like that as I usually do. So next time, I promise I'll do a mixture of both. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Don't forget, if you didn't subscribe, to subscribe and visit the Instagrams. I'll put them either below or in the description so you guys can have all of our handles. Also, go visit the website and subscribe to the website so you're up to date with everything that's coming out, okay? I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching again.